I Am Number 4 comes from director DJ Caruso, who did films like Disturbia and Eagle Eye. It stars Alex Pettyfer, Teresa Palmer, Timothy Olyphant, Diana Agron, Callan McAuliffe, and Kevin Durand. This was a February release, and it was one of those films where I saw the trailer, was interested in, and kind of figured it'd be a rental like Take Me Home Tonight. But unlike Take Me Home Tonight, this was worth a rental. I'm glad I saw it as a rental because it's a good film, but not really worth the ticket price in my opinion. It tells the story of 9 aliens who escape from their home planet, which I forget the name of, and they are all hiding out from these intergalactic bounty hunters who I forget the names of, and these bounty hunters have to kill these 9 aliens in sequential order for reasons we are never told. The film starts out where they find number 3, who is being protected by his guardian, and in the opening scene number 3 is killed, and number 4, Alex Pettyfer's character, is off somewhere else having fun with his friends, and he is notified of number 3's death by a scar which comes on his leg. He then flees with his guardian, Timothy Olyphant, and they have to travel around a lot because they are trying to avoid these bounty hunters, kind of like people avoid paying taxes. They just go all over the place, but eventually, like people who avoid paying their taxes, the bounty hunters eventually catch up, and that's where our adventure continues. He is enrolled into a high school where he meets up with the supporting characters, one of his best friends who happens to have a dad who ends up having some relation to these aliens, and he meets a nice girl who is interested in photography. This movie is about 2 hours long, and it's not really boring per se, but there are some slower parts in it for sure. But a majority of the film is spent with Alex Pettyfer's character, and as he builds up his powers, he inherits what are called legacies, which are his powers, and each number has their own powers. We occasionally go to number 6, played by Teresa Palmer, though we never really get to know her character, and that's kind of one of the flaws of this movie, is that you see her introduced, but we never really get to know her as a person. One of the problems that I think this franchise, possible franchise will run into, is that kind of like the Golden Compass, maybe they'll make the first one and then, they've set up for the next movie, but they may not end up making it, but who knows, this may not end up like the Golden Compass. Nothing is truly horrible about this film. There's wooden acting throughout, though Timothy Olyphant does pretty solid work here. The action is well shot and well edited, so you're not really trying to figure out who's fighting who. The special effects are pretty cool, but nothing jaw-dropping, and there are a few cheesy moments, especially between the 2 lovebirds, and there's kind of this love triangle going on between this girl's ex-boyfriend, who is a football player, and the new guy played by our Alex Pettyfer. This movie is not great, nor is it horrible. It's just kind of a fun teenage flick that I think most people will enjoy. If you have not seen it yet, I'd recommend a rental. I am giving I Am Number 4 3 out of 5 stars. Hopefully they make the sequel so that we can find out where this darn thing goes.